example, I'm going to show how to create a background line with a melody. One thing's for sure, okay, this is Autumn Leaves. One thing you want to be very careful of is not to clash with the melody. So a safe thing to do is always keep your melody, so your background line, about a third or lower than the melody. And if it isn't, then you should have it play at a different time than the melody's playing, just so it doesn't clash with it. This is super important. So the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create the bass line for reference. This is Autumn Leaves. So I'm just going to do half notes, or whole notes, sorry. Oops, let me fix that again. Just to give us some reference, always have a bass line in first before you do anything else. It gives you that good reference. Lower that amount. Oops. See where I have a mistake there. I need to take that up above. Actually, I'll just do this. I'll keep it up an octave. It sounds fine. Okay, so now the first part is, my one way I can do this is take just work with guide tones. So a guide tone from here is C minor 7. I could do the E flat, or I could do the B flat. Probably, or I could do a chord tone. The chord tones would be obviously root, 3rd, 5th, 7th. So I'm going to start with probably a B flat. Just put that like that. So now let's hear it in context. And my last one, I could make it an F or an E natural. Let's see how that sounds. Okay, so that's one way of doing it. Now, from the get-go, it's the melody, the background melody here is pretty low. So the first thing I'm going to do is probably do spreads. Let's see how that works. So I'm going to do, obviously, let's see. Oops. Now, the way it goes here, so I'll put the 3rd in there. I'll probably put the 5th actually, and then E flat, and then you're looking for common tones, and then a G here. Oops, there, okay. Let's see how that sounds. Sounds nice and full. So I'm going to, so now, put an F, D. Now, if I had a bass trombone, I could play different notes. So let's assume this is a bass trombone, so I can go E flat. Well, my part's not going to play it, actually. Let's just stay there. So now we know we don't have much room here. So the best thing to do is to double something up. So let's see how it sounds first. Probably I'm going to do this, because it is low. Now, what I can do here I'm going to change this note here to a C, because everything is getting very low, and so let's just make a movement here. Now it gives me new options now. And then E flat. Let's see how that sounds. So it's getting pretty good. And I can tweak as I go, but you can see how my creative process is working here. Right here, this is just your vanilla B flat major 7 chord. Now remember, I can put the 6 here, and this is going to sound a little bit better, a little more richer. Now I'm going to use my intuition here that, okay, so I was doing basically the spreads with just chord tones, and that's fine, guide tones, thirds and sevenths. Now, obviously, it's getting very predictable, so I'm just going to create a different direction and try not to clash with the line that comes after this, with this part here. So, see how I'm going to do this, how this sounds. So now let's see. So here, maybe I'm not going to do that just because it's going to get low. So F sharp. Now that's very vanilla, but I'm going to get out of it pretty quick. Now you notice that I'm just going to keep this. Yeah. And you can see how there's no clashing going on here. I have a little bit of clash here, but that's okay, because I'm coming out of it quite quick and creating a new line going the opposite contrary motion. And then let's see what I can do here. How about E, which is the 6. I'll try that. See if that works better. As you see, I'm tweaking it as I go. That sounds really cool. And you notice that I was cognizant about this spread here. I have the 5th, the 3rd, the 6th, sorry, the 9th there, the 6th, and the root. Now there's no 3rd, but I know the 3rd's in the melody, so I know it's already taken care of. So this is what it sounds like in the end, and this is one version of it. Cool. So that's one version. Now, obviously, I can change the rhythms here, but that's not what this exercise is about. It's just getting the right harmonic structures that work and complement and do not take away from the melody. Most important thing is see the process. I wrote the bass line first, and then I write the background line using just simple chord tones or simple, beautiful lines that are not taking away from the melody. Okay? Very, very important. Now I could add rhythms here if I want to, but the most important thing is not to distract the melody. It works very well. Let's play it one more time.